Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm so excited because now I can actually say welcome back to you guys. But today we're just gonna do a account overview or account I don't know, just showing my Genshin account to you guys and doing a more deep dive towards how I built my characters and whatnot. So it is gonna be a longer video than the other one. So if you guys want to go grab a snack, grab something to drink, you can go ahead and do that. But we are gonna go through. Oh, Navia is interrupting me, but that's okay. Okay, so let's go through my characters and I'll show you guys how I built them, the weapons I gave them, which characters I actually built, which characters I actually have. So I think we can start off with the character archive to show you guys which characters I do have. So first off, I do have all the 4 stars in the game. But aside from that, we'll go through my 5 stars. So standard banner characters, I have Jean, Diluc, Mona, Keqing, and Dea. But that's it. I don't have Tighnari or Qiqi, which I'm not complaining about not having Qiqi. No offense to Qiqi mains, but I'm okay not having her for now. But Tighnari, I don't know if I want him or not. But as we all know, the new Natlan update, it's gonna give us a free standard banner character of our choice, which is really exciting. So comment down below which character you wanna get from the standard banner characters. But I'm not really sure who I want to pull. I don't know if I want Qiqi or Tighnari because I don't have them, or if I want to get a constellation for my standard banner characters. But that is that. So the limited 5 stars that I have is Albedo. We have Ganyu, Kazuha, Ayaka, Yoimiya, Raiden, Kokomi, Yaimiko, Nahida, Dea, Furina, Navia, Shenyun, and Arlecchino. Okay, so let's go through my characters, and I'm gonna start off with the low-leveled ones that I haven't put any effort in or have built them whatsoever, so that we can get through those quickly and focus on the more characters that I actually like and have invested in. So to start off, we have Kaveh, he's C2. Then we have Razor, who's C3. We have Dori, who I just got, so she's C0. We have Sethos, he's C2. We have Changyun, C0. Mika, C0 as well. Sayu, who's C2. Faruzan, C1. We have Goro, C1 as well. We have Aloy. We have Shenyun, whoa. We have Xinyan, who's C6. Doma, who is C1. Barba, who's also C6. We have Gaming, who is C1. We have Lisa, who is C2. We have Hazel, who is C3. We have Dea, who is C0. We have Kaya, who is C1. We have Cookie, who is C1. We have Charlotte, who's C1 as well. So Charlotte and Cookie are 2 characters I do want to build that I haven't built yet, but I don't know when I will do that. Anyway, we have Fischl, who is C5. If I do get her C6, I think I am going to build her, but for now I'm okay. Ningguang, who is C4. Yunjin, C6. She is C6 and I did want to build her. I tried to build her, but I don't know what happened, so maybe in the future I will build her. We have Keqing, who I also recently got, so she's a C0. Amber, who's C1. Yanfei, who is C2. We have Chevreuse, who I've just leveled to level 70 recently. She has the Rightful Reward, level 80. Her artifacts are her signature set, and these are her artifact stats. The substats are really bad on this, but I did get the good main stats for her. So this one is actually really good with the crit rate, but I don't know if she needs that or not. But yeah, she is C3 and her talents are 186 and she has 28 1000 HP, 1000 attack, and this is her stats. So moving on, we have Yao Yao, who is C1. She was also a character I was gonna build, but then I didn't. Same with Kujo Sara, I was gonna build her, but then I never did. She's C6 though, so maybe I will build her, because it might be useful. We have Rosaria, who I was also gonna build because she's also C6, but I don't know when I'll get to that. We have Noelle, who is C6, that I was gonna build just because she's C6, but I don't really need her in my account, so she's gonna stay level 70. We have Shen Yun, who I do want to get to level 90 soon, but she currently has the Oathworm's Eye, R5. She doesn't have any weapons, and she's C0, and her talents are 144. We have Kirara, who I do play and I have built, so I'm trying to get her to level 80, as you can see, and maybe level 90 in the future. She has 40,000 attack. These are her stats. And she's using the Dockhand Assistant, level 80. She has the Tenacity of the Millet set. This is her flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. And she is C5, so I would love to get her C6. And her talents are currently 187. And let's see. We have Shangling, who is also built. She has 1500 attack. This is her stat. I think her ratios are pretty good. She has the catch R2, which I should get it to R5, but I'm so lazy fishing. If you guys can relate, comment down below. But she is on a questionable artifact set. She isn't on full emblem, but she's on 2 emblem and 2 Shiminawa. This is her flower, feather, sands. The sands is really good. And we have the goblet and circlet. She is C6, and her talents are 1, 9, and 10. Next we have Xingqiu. As you saw in the other video, we did upgrade him a little. Or actually, we were gonna upgrade him, but then we couldn't. So this is his stats. His stats are also really good, I think. He's using the Sacrificial Sword R5, level 80. He's using Emblem set, and this is this is his flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. Other than his circlet, his other pieces are very strong regarding crit stats. He is C4. I would love to get him to C6 as well. His talents are currently 2, 6, 10. As I mentioned in the other video, I don't really know why I leveled his normal attacks to 2. But it's just gonna stay like that. Next we have Candace, who I got to level 80, but because when she first came out, I did build her, but now I don't play her, so she's not built. She's C3, and her talents are 448. We have Cole, who's one of my strong characters. Her attack is 2000, because she does take scale on attack. After C6, I believe, she also gains more danger damage bonus based on her attack. So these are her stats. She has a solid crit ratio. She's using Ammo's bow for the attack, but she's not on field. She has Noblesse, Oblige, and Gilda's Dreams, 2-piece. This is her flower, which is really good. Her feather, which is decent, I believe. I mean, it's really good with the crit damage. This is her sands, which is really good too. This is her danger damage bonus, which crazy crit damage with the 31.9. I still can't believe it. This is my best goblet with the crit ratio. And this is her circlet. She is C6, and her talents are 1, 10, 10. Next up, we have Diona, who's level 80. I was gonna build her, but then I never did. So she's currently not built, but she is C4. And moving on, I did have Layla built, but now her build is on Kirara, so I'm not really using her as a shielder anymore. She is C0, unfortunately, but her talents are 184. Next up, Fermine. I had him built too when he first came out because I really like his character design. I might build him again because he's really fun to play, in my opinion. He doesn't do that much damage because he's also physical based. DPS, but he's C1. His talents are 552. And moving on to Lynette, same with Fermine. I really love her design. I want to build her in the future, but currently she's not built, and she's C4, so I'm really excited about that. I think if I do get her C6, I will definitely build her, because her C6 does give Anemo infusion, so you can really build her as an Anemo DPS. But aside from that, her talents are 558. Moving on to Mona, she currently doesn't have a build, but she's on my list of characters I want to build too. As you can see, I have a lot of characters who have been leveled but are not built, which is an issue on my account regarding artifacts, but that's okay. So she's C0 and her talents are 156. Moving on to Nahida, I need to get her to level 90, but she has around 500 elemental mastery. These are her stats. She's on sacrificial fragments, R5, level 80. She's using deep wood memories. Her artifacts aren't that strong though, so do what you will with that. Moving on, we have Yaimiko. She's level 80, and her stats her crit ratio is really good, in my opinion. This is really good for her. She's using the Witsit R4, level 90. She's on emblem set currently, but I do switch around sometimes. This is her flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. She's C0 with talents 788. She's one of the characters I have invested in. Moving on to Jean, who's not currently built. I maybe will build her, I don't really know, but she is C4, so maybe I'll make use of that one day. But aside from that, her talents are 4, 3, 10. And moving on to I think this is like my level 90 characters now, except for whoever's in my party currently. So we have Beto, who's level 90, because I love her. She is one of the characters, when I first started playing out, has carried me through everything. So she's level 90. She's currently not built though, but she is 6'6", with talents 588. She has carried me, I love her so much, but I don't currently play her anymore. Same with Sucro, she has carried me. She was on my main team when I first started playing. She has like half a build. I think she's on a Witsit, level 80, R5. She has no crown yet, but she has a flower, a feather that's not leveled. Her sands, goblet is attack, which is bad. And she doesn't have a circle. She is C3, and her talents are 388. Same with Diluc, he was my first 5-star, I believe. So he has carried me through a lot. He is not built currently. I do want to build him to play with Shen Yun, to make use of her for the plunging, because he's really good. He's C4, so it will be easy to make good damage with him. But his talents are 788. Moving on to Yoimiya. She's a very well-built character of mine. These are her stats. Her stats are very strong. She has 206 attack. She's using Thundering Pulse, which I've got really lucky on. Aside from Amos Bow, which I got on standard for Ganyu, that I'm not using on Ganyu, but aside from that, this is the only character I have the signature weapon for. So it's level 90. Her artifacts are currently Shimenawa and Gladiator, because I didn't really like the full Shimenawa set on her, so this is what I have her on currently. This is her flower. Her artifacts are really strong, I think, based on the crit ratios. Like, these are pretty good. The sands could improve. The goblet is attack for now. And this circlet is insane, I think, because it has 22 energy recharge and 20 crit rate. I think I swapped someone's circlet with hers, so she has this for now, because obviously she doesn't need energy recharge because she doesn't use her burst. So this is more useful for a character that needs energy recharge and crit. Aside from that, she's C0 and her talents are 88. Moving on, we have Arlecchino, who's level 90. I adore her. I love her. She has 2000 attack. These are her stats. I think Her crit rate could improve, as well as her crit damage, technically, but these are her stats for now. She is using Skyward Spine, as seen in the last video. It's level 90. Her artifacts are on her signature set. This is her flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. I have really gotten lucky with her signature when I was farming for it, because I usually, whenever there's a new character and I farm for their signature set, I don't get good artifacts very easily, so I was really lucky with her. But she's C0 with talents 881. Okay, moving on to Traveler. She's currently on Dendro. She's not built though, so she's C6 obviously because I have done all the Archon quests and whatnot, and these are her talent. But Traveler's not really a character you guys want to see, obviously. Moving on to Raiden. She's on her Elemental Mastery build currently, so she has 657 Elemental Mastery with 50 crit rate, and yeah, these are the stats. She's on Dragon's Bane R5, level 80. She's on 2-piece Guild Dreams, 2-piece Wonders Troop. This is her flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. She's C0 with talent 788, because I did used to have her on a damage build. But moving on to Ayaka, she is level 90 with 1.700 attack. This is her stats, which is, I think, pretty solid with Blizzard Share, since you gain 40 crit rate. But she's on Blackcliff Longsword, level 90, R1. She has Blizzard Share, as I said. This is her flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. Constellation 0 with talents 888. Moving on to Albedo, he's level 80 with 2.500 defense. These are his stats. His stats aren't as strong. He's also not on geo damage bonus, which I do want to get him on. But he has a signature R3, because I don't know why I didn't complete the other 2 refinements when the quest was out, but it's a level 80. He does have 1 4-star artifact, which is, I'm trying to get him to get that to a 5-star, but aside from that, he's on his signature husk set. So this is flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. He's C0 and his talents are 577. His artifacts can definitely improve because they're not really, they don't have good substats. So moving on to Farina, she was last video she was level 82, but now she's level 88. She currently has 31k HP. These are her stats. I think her crit ratio is okay, and maybe her energy recharge could improve. But she has Wolf Fang from the Battle Pass, level 80. She has her signature set, Golden Troop. This is her flower, feather, sands. Sands could improve. Goblet could also improve, and circlet. She's Constellation 0 with talents 188. Moving on to Ganyu, my beloved character. When I first started playing out this game, I played during, I think, Venti's rerun. And she was one of the characters I had seen that I really wanted, and on her rerun, I was so excited. I pulled on her and I got her. I had like pre-farmed everything and stuff. It was so exciting. But she's currently not on her like signature build, but she's currently on Stringless R2 with level 80. She has Noblesse Oblige, 2-piece, and 2-piece Wonder Troop. This is her flower, feather, sands, goblet, and circlet. She's Constellation 2 because on her other rerun, not the one I got her on, I pulled for fun and I got her twice. I don't know how, but yeah, that's luck, I guess. Maybe that's where all my 50-50 luck has went, because I cannot seem to get good luck anymore. But her talents are 1088, and I think I show her stats. If not, these are her stats. And moving on to Bennett, he is level 80. I think it would be good if I got him to level 90, but his stats are these. He has Sapwood Blade level 80. And he's on Noblesse Oblige 4-piece. This is his Flower, Feather, Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. I have him on a half and half build with HP and attack. He's C3 with talents 377. Moving on to Kazuha, he's level 90 with 951 elemental mastery. These are his stats. He's on Iron String, R2 level 80. He's on Iridescent Veneer 4-piece. This is Flower, Feather, Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. He's C0 with talents 468. And then we have Kokomi, which is another character I absolutely adore. And she's level 90. She has 39 HP. These are her stats, although they're not that important. She is on Prototype Amber, R3, level 90. I should probably get this to R5. But other than that, she's on Ocean Hued Clam currently. This is her Flower, Feather, Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. And Constellation, she's C0, although I think I would like to get her first Constellation so I can use her as a damage dealer. But her talents are 8, 10, 8. And lastly, we have Navia, who I think was also on the midst of getting leveled, but she's currently level 82, going on to 90. She has 3000 attack. I don't know if that's with buffs or anything, but I don't know. 3000 attack. Oh yeah, because she's not on her signature build, but she has 65 crit rate to 182 crit damage. She's currently on the Ultimate Overload Mega Magic Sword, level 80 R5. I have been farming her artifact set, but I have not been lucky at all. Like, all the artifacts I have gotten were absolute garbage, and I have been getting mostly Chevrusa set, so it's been really bad. But other than that, I'm trying to get that to her. So currently she has 2-piece attack, 2-piece stack. This is her Flower, Feather, Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. And her current build is actually cracked, but it's not her signature set, and she doesn't have geo damage bonus, so she's not doing as much damage as I would like her to be doing. But she's C0 with talent 881. And that is all my characters. We can now look at my exploration levels. So, starting off with Mondstadt, very strong. We have all 100%, except Dragonspine, which is 92%. I have been struggling to get Dragonspine to 100, but maybe I'll get that soon. But moving on to Liyue, we have 80s, 75s, 87. We have 100 in Lisha region. Chasm 42 and Midland 72. And then Shenyun's little area, we have 79, 78, and 63. So not that strong regarding Liyue. Moving on to Inazuma, which is one of the places when I have been exploring, I loved exploring. Maybe it might be controversial because some people don't enjoy exploring Inazuma Islands, but they're all 100. And I absolutely loved farming and getting things to 100 in these islands, because I feel like the fact that each were island too, so it's like everything's within that boundary and you know the boundary for sure. But I don't know, I really enjoyed Inazuma's exploration. I found it fun. Moving on to Sumeru, we have 77, 68s, 71, 72, 75, 79. I only have 100 on the nursery region because it's so small. But the desert, I have currently been exploring in the 7 days since my last video. I did get all the Dendroculuses from the desert that I have not collected, so we're good on that. So currently we have 99, 91, 77, 69, and then these regions are kind of back, so they're 68 and 45. But other than that, Sumeru, I am trying to get it to hundreds if possible. The Little Fontaine region is 100. And we have the Barely region, Bello region, Morte region, and Aeneas. I probably said that wrong, but Forest 100. So Fontaine, I also loved exploring, it was so fun doing the puzzles and stuff. So other than that, we have 97, 98, and 96, so pretty close to 100, but I have just been struggling to get those like small chests in between that I have not been able to find. So we'll hopefully get that soon. But that's my explorations. So moving on, let's talk about Genshin in general and what I think about certain things. So, starting with Abyss and what is it? Imagine Theater. I honestly have found Imagine Theater really hard, but I guess for it being endgame, that's valid. But although whale creators who have spent a lot of money on the game have said that it's not that hard as they wanted it to be. So what do you guys think about that? But other than that, Natlan is coming out and we are getting a free standard banner character to select. So what do you guys think about that? Like, which character do you guys want to get? Because it's a big deal for Genshin right now, I think, because this is something that the Genshin community has wanted for a long time, but like Genshin hasn't done it yet. So now that they're finally doing it, what do you guys think? And Natlan is coming out, so what are you guys most excited about? Because that's what I want to know. If you guys are excited about like a particular character, please comment down below and tell me what you're excited about them specifically. Or if you're excited for exploration, the mini games, the events, like the Archon Quest, Capitano. Whatever you guys are interested in, tell me. If you guys have any video suggestions, tell me that also. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.